I'm Emily and welcome once again to my channel. Today I'm going to be watching Advance Bravely episode number 7 and I am so excited about this show. I can describe how much I am enjoying it. This is very entertaining. This show is very entertaining to me, and definitely of all the shows that I'm reacting is definitely the least popular. I feel like almost nobody's watching these reactions, but still I'm having so much fun doing it that I don't give a shit. I'm still doing it. I'm having so much fun. And also I developed this routine in which I watch this show, like one episode Sunday night after working through Sunday and Saturday. And yes, I work on weekends often. Don't pity me. It's my fault. I accept jobs that I know is going to require working on weekends. That's just how it is. Especially this time of the year, for some reason, I don't know why I always have a lot of work, and that's just what's happening. So I usually spend Saturday and Sunday working, obviously not 24 hours. I do other things, but a lot of my free time is dedicated to work those days as well. And I reach a point on Sundays in which I'm just sick of everything. I'm just sick of looking at the screen, of typing, of reading things. I'm start considering, you know what? Maybe I should quit. Leave everything, get a farm in the middle of nowhere and just become that. Just become a farmer. And have no internet, no electricity, nothing. Which is obviously ludicrous because I would die without electricity. I am the least person capable of surviving anything without electricity or internet for the matter. So that is when I know, oh no, this is time for a break. And what is perfect for a break? This show. Because nothing gives my brain a break like this show. Because what is this show even? And I feel like I've reached a zen point with this show as well, in which I don't accept things because I'm going to comment and I'm going to make fun of them, but I don't expect anything from this show. And I think that's what's giving me. And it's like, I don't even have to use my brain. I just have to accept it. I just have to let it go and let everything that is this show just pass through my brain and just continue. That is what I enjoy about this show, giving my brain a little break from work. The other thing that I love about this show is that when you watch other shows, even if you're watching shows of genres that you have never seen, even if you watch shows that maybe are, very avant-garde and very different and you have never seen anything like that before, often, because usually these shows are about humans, you more or less can predict certain aspects of the show. You can predict certain things that are going to happen. This doesn't happen with this show. This show, I 100% never have any idea how any of the characters are going to react to anything or what they are going to do next. Like every new thing that happens is absolutely not expected, not what I thought it was happening. This is not how I think anybody in the world will react to this. It's incredible. It's incredible that every single time it's so out there, this show. And I'm loving it. That is one of my favorite things. I love a show that keeps me on my toes and keeps me, I have to pay attention because, I mean, what would I miss if I didn't pay attention? Who knows? Like, what this show is going to give next? No idea. I don't even know what's going to happen. Like, we have barely a plot. I don't know. I'm still waiting for something to happen. But so far, I've been having a lot of time. Oh, yes, it is late. My break is coming very late today. So, don't judge me. Another thing that I'm going to say, I'm going to talk a little bit about the previous episode. But before that, I actually took the time to check in how to pronounce some of the names, because I have the feeling that last episode I was pronouncing things very wrongly. Like my pronunciation was all over the place. I don't know why I felt that. So for today, I actually checked. But I think my problem is not just pronouncing things, but actually pronouncing things when I'm also pronouncing things in English. Because take into consideration that English is not my first language. So I'm already speaking in a foreign language, producing foreign sounds. So when I have to pronounce more foreign sounds, I feel like my brain is just too much. It's just, this is not this is going to become very difficult. So if I mispronounce something, know that it's, maybe because I'm still very bad at pronouncing things, but also because I find it very difficult to pronounce things already just by talking and just by talking in English, essentially. So let's talk about what happened in the previous episode. What did happen in the previous episode? Actually, what didn't happen in the previous episode? There was a lot of things happening in that episode. So, first of all, we had, not for some reason, Yuan Zhong left this bird of his with Xia Yao, and Xia Yao had to take care of it. And he didn't like it because this bird was very forward. It said some things, but his mom, though, loved the bird. She loved it. So I think that is a pretty good recommendation, because I actually love his mom. So one day, I'm not quite sure how time happens in this show, so it may as well be the next day, it may as well be 2 months after, who knows. Yuan Zhong appears, and does he appear? Or yes, he was already in the balcony, because that's his style. There was only one time that he uses the door. It's actually in this episode, but all of the other times I think he appears in the balcony. So he appears in the balcony, and they have a little bit of flirty conversation. The first time we actually see Yuan Zhong smile, actually, or emote any other kind of emotion that is not nothing. So that was nice. That was exciting. And there was some kind of innuendo about the bird being too big, and Xia Yao didn't like it. And I think we all know what he was talking about. So there was a little bit of flirting with the pair as well. A little flirty conversation. What happened next? What comes to mind that happens next is, I think, Xia Yao wanted to adopt this bird from Yuan Zhong. He actually wanted to buy him. I don't know why they say adopt. He actually offered him money to get it. Yuan Zhong said no, that is my bird. And Yao didn't take it nicely, and for some reason they started to fight. To be honest, I don't remember. Again, I don't remember the reason. It was unclear, but they started to fight, and then I think Yao decides to enroll into this bodyguard school that Yuan Zhong has, even though he can attend every day, like he will only be able to attend on weekends and on holidays, which seems like a waste of money, and I'm still unclear as to why he wants to do that. Anyway, he does. Yuan Zhong said no, he doesn't want him to go there, and I'm going to say why I think he did that, because you would assume why he would do that. If he likes Yao, why does he not want to have him, like, closer to him? I think I know why, but let's continue. So he says no, and Xia Yao doesn't take this answer. So what he does is just go behind his back to the school and just enroll. He talks with another guy, and this guy has no problem in enrolling him. And, he explains things. He talks about just Yuan Zhong. He says, like, all of the guys there are single for some reason, which is, sad. And that's when Yuan Zhong sees Xia Yao is there, and he is not happy, because he definitely doesn't want him there. Even more unhappy he is when he finds out that this other guy actually gave him a physical in the nude. He was completely naked when he gave him this physical. The face Yuan Zhong made, it was indescribable. So I think that's the reason. I think he just doesn't want to see, Xia Yao surrounded by men, I guess. That's the reason why he doesn't want him to be there in the school, which is ironic considering that his sister is also there and he doesn't seem to care about her. But that is another thing that I'm going to talk about at the end. So, eventually, there is no choice, and I guess, Xia Yao is now part of the bodyguard school, but, Yuan Zhong wanted him to have, like, private lessons with him, and he said, no, I want to have lessons with the rest of the guys, which again did not go well with Yuan Zhong. So he's having his lessons with all of the guys and some girls, everybody's having a lot of fun. And who appears but, Yuan Zhong's sister, whose name I think is Yuan Ru. And this is something that I found weird. Well, this is one thing I found weird among the sea of things that I found weird in this episode. Do they live there? Like, I kind of assume, well, I don't know why. My natural way of thinking would be that they would have a separate place to live that is not there, right? But it seems like, Yuan Zhong and his sister live there, and she also just walks around in his pajamas like the whole school is her house, and casually talks to the guys that are just, studying there like they're roommates. It's weird. She's just so comfortable going around, and that's when she sees that Xia Yao is there. And this is a problem because she's already, we know that Xia Yao told her that he was impotent. And that seemed to work for a while, for a moment. But it seems like after, Xia Yao rescued her from the kidnappers, which I said it was bad for his plans, that's where she started to become maybe more, let's say, accepting, or maybe just trying to say, well, yeah, but maybe we can find a cure. I don't know. So now she's happy again that he's there. And there was a lot of girls also looking at him like, oh, is that Xia Yao? He's so handsome, which fine. He is handsome. In my opinion, and I think, let me just preface this by saying, Gong Jun is a very, very attractive man. But at least for me, he looks like a baby in this. I feel like he hasn't reached like his peak of handsomeness in this show. Like it's close, but he hasn't. So I find it very interesting that a lot of people are just fawning all over him. But he's handsome. I would say he's definitely, considering the surrounding guys, definitely he's the most handsome there. So I can understand that. Okay, let's just go into the episode. Let's see what Advance Bravely has for us in this day. So let's go to episode number 7 right now.